Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Akron's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Hart. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Akron.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Caught.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hart. Finds the tight end. And the Zips pick up the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Makes the grab. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held him so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing failed.
This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Zips are rolling down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Carr. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good...
Snag in the end zone! Touchdown, Akron! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Spartans in the hurry-up. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Get it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Delivers to contact. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Pushes for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Spartans send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that. Drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Feeling some heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
The Zips will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because
he snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd. And they got him for the sack.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Dropping back, it's Hart. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly
got a lot of running room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Gets it out fast. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. It's caught. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Spartans have this offense rolling.
42 Spider.
Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
when you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Hart. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now, decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. Fires to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Coming after him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is intercepted. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead.
Touchdown, Akron! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Fights off a defender. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush on the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.